Welcome to Special Grade Snacks, the Jujutsu Kaisen Watch-Along podcast. We're your special grade snacks.
I'm Sara.
And I'm Kay.
So, episodes happened.
We're going to have to talk about both of these episodes, and the thing happened in both of them for some reason.
A lot of things happened. This is like the this is the Storm of Swords of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah. A lot of things happen, and even
a lot of
some
things
new
happen.
things happened that didn't happen.
Red Wedding happens. That's in both of those.
Yeah, there's red and purple. Oh my god, wait.
And, yeah, there is. Was there ever a blue... Well, the blue wedding is when the Nightman comes.
Yeah, when the Nightman marries his night wife, and her ass is out.
Yeah, and he fucks her on top of the wall.
Yeah.
Episodes. Yeah, I did say I'd take the first one. I must suffer first so that I may not suffer later.
Yeah, we don't have any OP to talk about. OP is still the same.
Yeah, they haven't changed it. Are they going to change it for
See, this
episode
is a great
6?
thing to talk about. I think that we're going to only get 5 episodes of this OP and ED, and then we're just going to have a different one for Shibuya.
Right. So, okay. Yeah, that probably makes sense. It would be fucking batshit if they used the same OP for the first, 8 episodes of Shibuya.
Yeah, they're not going to be there.
It would be funny if they did that. So then do you think we're just going to get the same OP-ED for the entirety of Shibuya?
See, that would make sense, because they're already doing so much animation.
Right? Like
They can't make... Although, in that, did you watch the Kuroko season, where they had, a flashback mini-arc? Because they also had... This is, my only point of reference for this happening. They also had, a special OP and ED... just for the flashback arc in
yes,
Kuroko.
They did.
There was only 5 episodes, I think, or something like that. And then it went back to another one. I think they had 2 other ones that season too.
They did, because there were 7 Kuroko OPs total, not counting the one for last game.
So there could be 3 OPs.
Could be.
And they are going all out for this season. So
right, and the thing is that what's going to be the split point between cores? Because we are going to have a 2-3 week off period. Well, I guess we can't hypothesize about what the split point's going to be until the spoiler zone, but the Shibuya incident, Shibuya and car moment, is going to take us from the 6th episode of this core till the end of the season entirely, the end of the 24 episodes.
I'm guessing that it will be the whole season, yeah.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
There is going to be a 2-3 week arc, or 2-3 week gap in the middle there, so who knows?
A tiny off. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of events that you could make the split. I think I know a good one.
We'll get there. We have a lot of traumatic events that have happened to us in these last 24 hours.
But you have to start with the happy times. They don't even know what's about to happen.
Well, it's we open with Riko chilling in the water, and I'm sorry to not be the themes understander, but I don't know what.
Jujutsu Kaisen has been doing this fishy theme even since the first OP. There's fishes.
Right, because Junpei's a jellyfish, and that was the.
And there's in the famous first OP, there's the subway floods with Yuji.
Yeah,
and there's fishes, and it's the same fish. Everyone was.
This OP opens. This OP opens with the drop of water, and the ED has the depressed Gojou fish and the depressed. Well, the moderately healthy Gojou fish and the beat to shit ghetto fish.
Yeah, the fish is doing so good. Don't even worry, man.
The fish who is just
a fish is going through a manic episode.
This fish is opening a new tweet, typing, "This time I'm really gonna do it," backspacing and saying, "Oh well, play the cards I'm given."
The fish that says, "We're so back, it's so over."
All this fish knows is it's so Jover.
What is it I know I've seen it's Gojover.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Gojover. I don't know. There's a lot of like focus on it specifically with its relation to Rico as well.
Yeah, the whale shark has been like the whale shark is her also for some reason.
Yeah, because like this is not in the manga. The scene is not. The scene later when she goes to the aquarium and has a big moment looking at the big whale. Like that's in the manga, but this is not.
Yeah, there's also the part where she was like thinking about her sad little life and like you know her parents died in a car crash or whatever. And in the manga, it's kind of like a normal flashback, but in the anime,
it's just like four panels.
In the anime, it's like she's like viewing all those scenes through the lens of the aquarium. Like the car crash is underwater, and even though I doubt it was.
Yeah.
There's definitely like a theme / metaphor going on that I'm not completely sure about, but you know, sometimes you need to get to the end of a metaphor to truly understand
Exactly. So we like she kind of like zooms back. It's like as though she's waking up from a dream, except for she wasn't asleep before that.
Yeah.
Because she just like it starts off where we ended the last episode with her she gets a text. Kuroi resigned. Kuroi has been like kidnapped by Dick Dastardly and put on the train tracks somewhere.
Yeah.
And they have to go save her.
Wow, he always doing that to bitches. What did he get? That's like it's a pretty good tweet.
That's a really good tweet. We had like a brief Kuroi saying, "Hey, I need to go. You need to go save Rico. Let me go because I'm slower or whatever."
Yeah, I'm girl. You go ahead.
Yeah, I'm girl. You know, I have to be like.
No, it's because Geto has powers and abilities, but yeah.
No, yeah, it is. I'm just I spent a good chunk of time at this episode just like mad that Shoko wasn't there in the downtime
I would have
well.
liked to see her like one little scene of her healing Geto. That would be nice.
Anything. Like I know she's not the one who's involved in this mission, but because she specifically ran off screen so she would not be in so that Yaga could give her the...
They should text her. They should let her get a joke in. Come on.
Yeah. Dude, I want to see Shoko and Rico interact. I think that would be really cute.
The Rico Gojou moments are pretty good.
No, they are. Don't get me wrong. I think the Rico Gojou moments are really cute and sweet. I want more Shoko. You know how I am.
Yeah. Agreed.
I will see a shonen anime and be like, why is there no women's in here?
Where are my shoujos in the shonen?
Listen, I've been taking in a lot of shoujo lately. I've been watching a lot of Sailor Moon. I've been reading Cardcaptor Sakura. Like I've been taking it in. I just want a couple of girls. I want a couple of girls.
I mean, you know, Rico's there.
Enjoy
this girl while you can.
Yeah. Enjoy her while you can before she gets a brand new hole in her head.
Sad.
Before Toji goes Joe Budden on her.
I can't wait to... Well, we'll get to it. I can't wait to talk about this part.
Yeah. But so, we just get... Rico is just like, oh no, we have to save Kuroi. If I don't see her before I get assimilated, I'll be really sad about that. And we get like...
I'm in a cage for some reason now. Where'd you find this? And why did I go in it?
It's that fucking Tumblr post that's been going around the last couple of days. Like, oh fuck, I have been making fun of my adversary who's been jailed, but the framing has me behind the bars of the narrative.
Oh no! Now the bars look like I'm the one in jail. Fuck.
Gojou, watch out! You've been in jail this whole time.
Oh my god.
But Rico wants to say her bye-byes. She's gonna be really sad about leaving everybody.
And Gojou has a big think about it.
Gojou seems to have an emotion about this, and I really love this like through line of Gojou and Geto feeling this way about this, like where it's like they, more than probably anybody else in the world, can sympathize with a girl who is being told, you have to give up your life to do this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's definitely very purposeful.
Right. And they just see that in her, and they're like, we're going to do our jobs, but we are also going to, like, treat you like a fucking human and not like a fucking, like the one, like, sometimes all an MF needs is one piece, and the one piece is Rico, Amanai.
Yeah. No, that's, like, super insightful and definitely purposeful, because, like, they're like, you know, we decided that we can help you be free of this pressure or whatever, and, like, the moment that it's shown that they can't, they are also, like, locked into their own fates, basically.
Yeah, themes.
Oh my god. The themes in Jujutsu Kaisen are quite good.
They are.
Some MFs will read and watch the show and not understand them, and then say the most bullshit sentences I've ever seen on Twitter. But I see them. I see them, Gege Akutami. I saw your themes.
Yeah, I'm listen, we're in Mr. Hakatami, up until the end of Shibuya Incident, you and we are in lockstep on this shit. Afterwards, I have notes. I'm still liking it, but I have notes. But yeah, so Gojou eventually relents and said, like, okay, listen, if it turns out that these guys are way better than we thought, we're gonna throw your ass back to Jujutsu High faster than you can say Jujutsu. I couldn't think of anything funny. Yeah, you can tag along. We'll go save her. And then it just hard cuts to the next day. They're on the beach. Riko and Gojou are laughing at a sea cucumber doing the Pukamuku thing.
I didn't know they did that. It was yucky. They were right.
it yarns up its guts. It's just like a very funny thing where like Riko like steals her resolve, like, yes, I'll do this, and then it's a hard cut to them having fun at the beach. And then there is a smash cut to the title card, and like the music cuts out too entirely.
Yeah. There's a lot of very good use of page turns in this part of the manga, and the anime is definitely trying its best to replicate them in some ways, and some of them hit and some of them don't. This one's not bad.
I think that this one, I think that I said last time that I was hoping that they would do more with this. But
they added one funny little part where Gojou like kicks a dude and then stomps him. Pretty good.
Yeah. No, I'm of two minds about it because I really think that this like the extent to which the fight with Q and these guys now is so trivialized, like it's not even important enough to put on the screen. We literally just see we don't even get to see their asses getting beat, and when we do, it's just like Gojou just like knocking over a fucking door and kicking two guys in the face.
This one I'm not really mad about because they kind of go into detail later about like it being easy was the point.
Yeah, I think that like also like exactly. It being easy.
I forgot that part was in the manga. I was like, oh, it was nice that they explained it, and then I went back. I was like, oh, it was here the whole time. Oops, I didn't notice.
Yeah, but it being easy is the point. But it also like I think helps the audience understand like, oh, this is how strong these guys are, and then oh, this is how strong Toji is.
Yeah,
he's got his feet. They put a big shot of Riko and Gojou's feet flying at the camera in this one, just like splashing about in the water.
What did they say? It wasn't translated, so it must be an untranslatable phrase.
What's that?
It's like mensore.
Mensore means welcome in Okinawa dialect.
Oh, cute! Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like an aloha.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is. They're wearing the shirts and everything.
Yeah.
We get just like a little cutaway of like what happened where it's like, okay, yeah, we had to go to Okinawa to save you, and Riko wanted to come along, and Gojou used his eyes to sniff out everyone on the plane, and
I had a dragon there.
Ghetto uses anti 9/11 dragon to save the day. The thing is, if Ghetto had been on this plane, like if this took place like 6-7 years earlier, like Ghetto would have handled it.
I think Ghetto would have done 9/11.
Well, okay, if this anime had taken place 10 years earlier, Ghetto would have done 9/11. 7 years earlier, he would have handled it. Ghetto's just like Mark Wahlberg in the interview, like, yeah, if I'd been on those planes, dude, I would have fucking, listen, 9/11 wouldn't have happened on my watch.
I would have stepped in.
Yeah, I would. R.I.P. to those who died, but I would have handled it.
Yeah. What would you have done, man? I mean, Ghetto's got a lot of guys. They invented some guys for this episode that I found really delightful.
Yeah, Ghetto is responding to all those gifs on Twitter that's like a 50-foot tsunami like coming into shore, and Ghetto just replying like, I would have stepped up.
Yeah, I know. I have a guy for that. Yeah,
or like the fucking skeleton, like the airplane shot of the skeleton destroying the city. Like that one was mine. Listen. Sorry, that was my bad. I let that guy out.
Sorry for doing Skeleton 9/11.
Sorry for doing Skeleton 9/11. Skeleton 9/11, one of the top 5 worst 9/11s you can do.
I mean, the whole, night parade of 100 demons was kind of Jujutsu.
Yeah, that was kind of Skeleton 9/11.
Why did Ghetto do 9/11?
For these fucking faggots, like 9/11 is their breakup. Their breakup is as terrible as 9/11 for these fruity shitheads.
Oh, gay 9/11 is one of the better ones.
There's no such thing as a good 9/11, but like gay 9/11 is one of the closest 9/11s to good that there is.
Yeah.
There was just like some theorizing about like, oh, what's going on? I wonder if they're gonna go to like do an attack at the airport, and then Geto's like, yeah, but we're not the only ones who came to Okinawa.
Don't worry, we brought two 15-year-old boys.
We brought two 15-year-old boys, one of the most emo-looking motherfuckers of all time, and the most chipper little boy of all. This is to me like this is either Chip or Dale as a human anime boy.
Baby Nanami is perfect. Like,
yes.
Absolutely zero no notes. This is the perfect boy.
Baby Nanami, and we also meet Haibara, his boyfriend.
Yeah, Haibara, you.
Haibara, you.
Me?
Are Nanami's boyfriend.
Oh! Well, don't mind if I do.
So Riko and Gojou are laughing to see Cucumber, like we said. It does Pukamuka thing. It spits out his tummy. And Gojou's like, seems like it's assimilation o'clock, and Riko makes a sad face, and Gojou's like, okay, we'll do this tomorrow. We'll go tomorrow.
I'm seeing myself in you for some reason. All right, let's party more.
Geto's like, hey, you're kind of at 100% uptime you haven't slept, and you've had your technique on this whole time. You don't seem very good, man. You seem bad.
Yeah, they have this thing, and I guess it's new for the anime. I can't really tell. Where like when his eyes are glowing, it indicates that his like sixth eye thing is active. Because in the first season, like I guess he never has it off, right? So his eyes are always doing that.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like there's like a little noise when they power down.
Yeah. It is now safe to power off your eyes. But Gojou looks like shit. I really like how he like just demonstrably looks kind of strung out in a way that I didn't feel like he looked in the manga. He really does not really show visible signs of strain to me in the manga. And he does in this. He also looks fucking insane in the second episode in a way that he doesn't in the manga. But we'll get to that. They
played it up for sure, but it was there-ish. But it definitely like it has to be more apparent in motion, basically.
Yeah, definitely. Gojou's like, yeah, this is hard, but I played Momotetsu a lot, which was way harder. And then they call Nanami, and they're like, hey, we're gonna stay here a little longer. And Nanami gets like 8 gray hairs at once just hearing about the trip being extended.
He's so baby, but he's
and
so
Haibara is like, hey, we're gonna stay a couple of days longer. Yippee! Wahoo! I
really like that he's like a ghetto stan.
Yeah. You and him cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
They just like go and do a bunch of stuff to have fun with Riko. And she goes to the aquarium and watches the fish. And my notes here say nothing bad will ever happen to her. I'm believing this so hard.
Yeah, this is another part where it's like, she's like this whale shark. Do you get it? And I'm like, I don't really get it, but that's okay.
There's got to be something about whale sharks that I do not know.
She's wearing a different dress in this part as compared to the manga. And it's because it makes her dress match the whale shark, because they like changed the color so that it could be like more in motion. So they changed her dress so she would still be the whale shark. But I don't know why it's important that she's the whale shark. I guess because the shark is in aquarium jail, maybe?
I guess this kind of makes sense. I feel like I gotta reach. I feel like that. Yeah, I'll ride with that. I feel like there should be something to the specificity of the whale shark that I'm sure I'll see outlined in a Twitter thread in a week from now.
Yeah. The thematic significance of the whale shark. Don't you know in Japan it symbolizes...
It symbolizes being a whale shark.
Yeah. It symbolizes how delicious your krill are.
It symbolizes that you spend a lot of money on Genshin Impact.
Fuck.
So we are at Jujutsu High now, because it's the next day, day 3. Riko had her fun time, but now it's time to go get absorbed into Tengen. Very sad. Gojou's eyes look like shit, but the bounty has finally been called off, and so the time's run out, and so he's like, okay, cool, I can turn off my 6 eyes. I don't need to be online all the time. It's very cute how
Geto's like, you worked hard, good job, and he's like...
Yeah. I didn't, yeah. And then he gets fucking stabbed.
It's crazy how immediately he gets stabbed.
I really, like, in the manga, this is great. It's
another page turn, right?
Yeah.
They did that like about as best they could here. The stab like out of nowhere, like it's like going through like Riko, like in the foreground. It's pretty sweet.
It's like a chapter ender. It's a volume ender too in the manga, which is fascinating. I mean, yeah. If you're gonna end the volume on something, like
it's very funny to be like, this is the flashback arc about the guy who's been in the rest of the story, but maybe he died. You'll have to read the next chapter.
It's like when fucking Count Dooku like force throws Yoda and buries him under a pile of rubble. And you're like, I saw Yoda in episode 4 or 5.
Yeah, maybe that was a different Yoda, though. You know.
Yeah,
maybe
that was Yaddle in disguise.
Maybe they're revealing that the Yoda that you know from the first movie has been a clone the whole time.
Oh, is that what the Clone Wars are about?
Yeah, they're all little Yodas in there. If you take the helmet off.
If you like remove the armor, it just like
yeah, there's a little guy in there.
Yeah. The thing is that the legs and the arms are like 80% hollow.
Yeah, it's like Peridot from Steven Universe, right?
Yeah, sorry, that really got me. They're both green.
Yeah! The evidence is piling up.
And they both talk like freaks.
Yeah, true.
But yes, Gojou gets fucking stabbed because Toji appeared out of nowhere because he has 0 cursed energy. And I'm just going to go through the whole explanation that he gives to Geto later
you'll give him
on.
power.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm ramping Toji up. I'm making it so he doesn't have a new hole at the end of this episode. Because
we can save him.
Toji has 0 cursed energy. He's got the heavenly restriction that Maki does. Mm-hmm. But he has a bunch of really powerful cursed tools, which...
Where do you get those?
Stolen from the storehouse, maybe?
I guess. Seems like the Zenin would probably want them back.
There's a really funny like end of chapter thing that's not in the Viz.
Yeah, like one of the bonuses.
Yeah, it's just an image pointing to Toji swinging a sword around, and it just says like 500,000 yen pointing at it. But so he has the curse technique. He has the curse tools, but those would be sensed by other sorcerers.
Yeah,
so he puts them in. So he puts them inside of Worm. But you might ask, what wouldn't Worm be sensed? Yes, but he makes Worm get really small and then he eats Worm.
They like explain it different in the anime versus the manga for some reason. He specifically says in the manga that he makes the worm eat itself to hide itself smaller.
That I like way more than Geto eats the worm. Well, he does eat the worm either way, right?
Yeah, but he eats the worm either way.
Yeah, but in the anime, he's just like, I will the worm to be smaller. Yeah, I make it get small.
I small your worm.
Yeah. Casting spell of small your... I mean, that's just estrogen. I've been smalling my worm for the last 6 years of my life. That's fucked up. I've been on hormones for like 6 years now.
Yeah, think about how many years Toji's been on them.
God. How old is Toji? How old is Toji?
What a great question. He was an adult when Gojou was a baby, for sure.
Yeah.
So
probably like 20 then? Putting him up to 30 now?
I want to say he's at least in his 30s.
Yeah. So he's been on testosterone for at least he'd been on testosterone like for at least a year in that flashback.
Yeah, he's got impressive muscle mass.
Yeah. After Toji stabs Gojou and Gojo's like, "Have I met you somewhere before?" And very minor line change from manga to anime. In the manga he says, "Don't worry, I'm not the type to remember a guy's name either." But in the anime he's just like, "I'm not great with names either."
I think he kind of like emphasizes like, I wouldn't remember a guy's name. He's being like very like homophobic in a gay way a lot of these lines.
No, yeah, because the thing is that line can be very much read as, oh, he only remembers the names of the ladies that he fucks, but also it could be like, I have sucked a lot of dick off of Grindr. I have a list on my phone of people that I've had sex with, and because of Grindr, I let more than half of them are people whose names I do not know, like first name or anything.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. I can identify them by either their names on Grindr or by identifying factors about them.
Yeah, just send a dick pic. I'll remember that.
such as Professor with a huge cock, or someone guy's name on Grindr was Lamp, so he's just in that list as Lamp.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
We'll get back to Toji being gay because he's gay again later.
Yeah, Toji is gay again. Toji is gay very often.
He's really like he's being so straight that it's coming off gay.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, after stabbing Gojou, Toji remembers the time that he met Gojou last, which was 10 years ago, when he just like went to observe the little. I
like that he tries to play it off. He's like, I don't know, it was a lark. I just went and saw the most powerful baby on Earth for no real reason. It's not like I was really jealous and pissed off about it.
I heard about this Boss Baby and I loved that movie, so I had to go check it out.
And he was wearing such a cute little outfit.
His little dragonfly yukata.
He's so a little baby.
Question, is the dragonfly symbolism or not? I cannot remember if that was a thing that Gege confirmed or disconfirmed.
It's like not, but like this was always dragonfly pattern in the manga before he said the other dragonfly thing. And then the fandom made the dragonfly thing symbolism. So it's like not purposeful symbolism, I don't think.
Gotcha.
Unless Gege is just really insane like that.
Yeah,
and he
might be.
Is.
He could be. And Toji, like, that's the first and last time that anyone ever noticed when I was standing behind them. And MFs with blue eyes do be looking at you like...
Get that thing some brown contacts.
Please. I imagine if you put, like, any colored contacts in Gojou's eyes, they would just, like, immediately, like, wilt and fall out.
Yeah, they just pop right out.
Yeah, exactly. Gojou is like, I'm fine, actually. Well, yeah, Toji this is
I was run right? through with a broadsword, but I'm actually fine.
Right. This is not blood, it's victory wine, but the thing is that he's actually telling the truth this time.
Yeah. Actually, when you're bleeding from a chest wound, but it didn't hit your internal organs, that's probably fine. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah. Toji kind of like, is this when Toji explains his master plan after he reveals Worm and pulls a sword out of it.
Yeah, well, Gojou's like, I'm normal, Ghetto, so go ahead and take the women and leave. And he's like, oh, but my boy best friend. No, I must trust in him. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I have infinity'd this whole, so that it did not actually hurt me. I'm fine. Don't worry.
No one would ever kill Satoru Gojou.
No one will ever kill... Nothing bad ever happens to the Gojous. But yes, he explains his master plan, which is that he made the bounty specifically last till like 2 hours before the assimilation, so that it would wear the shit out of Gojou and give him a false sense of, yay, I did it, and let his guard down, which let him get stabbed. Worm, like, glizzy gulps all of his weapons, which is very... just seeing the worm eat is so fun. I fucking love Worm. I love Worm. I was a little disappointed when it was brown, because I was kind of hoping for, like, a purpley thing, but...
yeah, like a pinky purple would be cute.
Yeah, but also, at the end of the day, Worm...
Yeah, later, they, like, add a scene when, like, Toji makes a funny face, the worm also makes a funny face. I live for that shit.
Yes! Oh, God. It's a great Toji face, too. I think I had pitched that Toji face as, like, an emote, like when we were doing the last season sometime. I think I was shot down.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 emotes out of that scene.
Fuck you. We have Baby Teens 1, 2, and 3. We need to update the baby. We need Baby Man and Baby Worm.
He's not my baby man.
Baby girl?
You might be able to tempt me.
I just like imagine you like sitting back in your chair with your fingers tented like you're on Shark Tank.
Yeah, no, I'm doing the kombucha vine face, like. No.
Gojou blasts him through like 6 buildings and is like, "Oh, this will be fucking easy." But then Toji starts running around like he's Edward Cullen.
He's like flashing around. I think Gojou literally says, "Whoa, he's fast."
No, he's fast.
Massacre.
That stands.
There are no weaknesses.
Aye. That's not what he's fast is. I don't know that one. Anyways, they trade blows, but eventually Toji releases a fly head smoke screen. It's nice to see the fly heads again. We haven't really seen them since since they used one to find Junpei.
Yeah, Toji's very into like doing ironies against sorcerers, so like, these are the weakest little curses that you don't even give a shit about, but they're your downfall.
Right, because he's trying to detect Worm. But yeah, and then he's like, oh fuck, this is a smokescreen. He's trying to go after Rico, but then Toji appears behind him and
tricked you.
Turns Gojou into a fucking hot dog. Like,
yeah,
this is the deadest cement.
He cuts him fully hot dog style.
Because he, like, stabs him in the throat and then, like, rips the blade down through, like, his neck and his chest and out the side.
Yeah.
And then, like, stabs him 3 times in the leg just for goodness' sake, and then once in the head to end it all.
Yeah.
I don't know why he went for the leg 3 times.
Can't run away,
I mean, I feel like if you get the neck down to the, like, if you get, like, neck down through the sternum and, like, coming out the side of the stomach, I think you're good against running away.
He was just having fun stabbing a child,
Yeah, it is Gojou after all.
I know many people who would have a great time stabbing Gojou.
It's so funny that Toji is, like, 30-something years old, and he has this
beefing
beef
with these 16-year-olds badly.
He has been beefing with one of them since they were 6.
Yeah. I went to see this baby, and I, ignited a beef that's lasted a lifetime.
Yeah. After he gets cut to ribbons, R.I.P. Gojou Satoru, never to be seen again. He died.
He's not in the show anymore.
He's not.
If you go back to the first season, he's not there anymore.
If you go back to the first season, all you see is Gojou appearing on screen exactly once, and he says, "When I die, fuck it. I want to go to hell because I'm a penis sucker. I'm worthless," and then fading out.
Bye.
But yeah, then we cut to Rico heading to the Tengen zone, saying her goodbyes to Kuroi. And Geto, like, walks her into Tengen's zone.
They walk so slow. I'm yelling, like, run faster!
Yep. He's like, okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to go here, and you're going to do this, and you're going to do this. Or...
unless...
we say fuck it to all of this, and we take you back home, because we do not want to... You have a life ahead of you, and you need to live it.
I really like how they, like, put... when they had this conversation, like, a perfect timeline on it by just, like, having Gojou holding the coins that he was gonna use to buy the soda that he bought before they walked in that gateway.
Yeah.
They made the walk cycle so stupid to help you remember the sody pop.
Yeah. And Geto's like, Gojou and I, we will guarantee your future. And my notes here just say, like, you're hitting Rico with the 2 days from retirement here. Like, you can't promise that shit.
She died pretty happy.
Yeah, because Rico, she starts crying. She's like, yeah, I want to do things. And then Geto's like, good, let's go home. And then she's like, yeah, and gets shot in the head. This
so fucked the way they have, like, the ED playing.
Yeah, because it's like it's like the same thing as the Junpei fake out. Like, it's swelling, and it's like this is supposed to be like a big. I'm really curious how Shonley's reacted to this. I would very much love to see, like, did Shonley's,
like, can you tell that something's happening?
We get the shot from, like, behind Rico as she gets, like, shot in the head, and we just see Geto's
reaction.
Yeah, because he's, like, smiling for a split second because he hasn't even processed what's happening.
It's, like, so slowed down.
Yeah.
And he's, like, looking at her body for a while before he's like, Rico, Jeff? You good?
Rico?
Psych?
Are you razzing me?
Is this a new TikTok trend? Rico, come on.
Is this a devious
link? Are you planking?
Rico? Rico, please. No more planking. No. Rico, they haven't invented planking yet, please.
Oh, this is so sad. Rico would have loved planking. That's all they would have done on their last day in Okinawa.
I love Toji's being like, yep, all right, job well done.
It's so fucking funny that he has a gun. Like, I can't state that enough. No one has a gun in Jujutsu Kaisen. They have beastly creatures and powers.
And he has a gun.
He pulls out the Glock and shoots this girl.
Is this like cursed? Is this like a cursed weapon, like Playful Cloud, or is this just like a fucking 9mm?
I think it's just a fucking gun, and that's why, like, Geto can't stop it. If he used, like, any special ability, he would have sensed it. But it's a fucking gun, so he didn't.
Yeah, exactly. And then Toji's like, yep, job well done.
Bye, kid. Not my problem anymore.
And then Geto's like, why are you here? What? Wasn't my boyfriend supposed to beat your ass? And then Toji's like, and this is so animated. Like
let's animate him as much as we can.
Animated, like I can't think of the last time that I've seen someone speaking words be this animated.
And all his teeth are the exact same tooth.
Yes, and he says, "Oh, I killed Satoru Gojou," and Geto's like, "Is that so? Then die."
And he's animated crazy style too.
Yes, he is.
The way he like opens his like curse zone is pretty crazy.
Yeah, because it looks like because like in the last time we saw him like open his curse zone, it looked like a fracture in the world, right?
Yeah,
whereas this looks
like,
more like
portal that the eyeball guy was gonna slurp out of.
Yeah, whereas this one looks more like is it an amplitude or an EKG? I can't remember which one. It looks like one of those, but
yeah, it kind of is like a line that then like drips open. It's very cool.
And then he's like, "Oh yeah, so fucking die then." And that's the episode.
Pretty good episode.
Yeah.
It's sad that Gojou died, but I can't wait to see Geto win the fight and revenge against him. Alright, next episode. Hidden Inventory 4. The last one was also Hidden Inventory, just so you know.
Yeah. That one was Hidden Inventory 3. Sorry, I failed as a co-host.
Is the Hidden Inventory the worm?
Because
he's
must
hiding
be,
an
right?
inventory in there.
Who else could the Hidden Inventory be?
Oh my god. The influential worm.
This worm changed
all the episodes
lives.
Are named after him.
Like, what else could the Hidden Inventory be? Like, it has to be Worm.
Yeah. God. The worm is like, I don't know. Why did he give Toji that cool worm that we love? I feel like he didn't need to, but he did. And we thank him every day.
Who gave Toji... Where did Toji get Worm?
It's a great question. Why does Toji have a worm? Like, how do you form a bond with the worm?
Like... Geto...
Like, Geto forms a bond with the worm because that's his power.
Yes, his power is to form bond with Worm.
Yeah, he was born for this.
Who... Did Toji have Worm when he first met Gojou?
It was like his starter Pokemon.
Oh no, it's level 100 now. It can hold so many swords.
Oh, there's so many swords inside my Pikachu right now. You know, Pokemon wouldn't be such a big franchise if the mascot character was the worm. Children are not latching on to this character.
I want to see Pikachu swallow a sword, and like I want to see Pikachu swallow many swords and like have his body be like distended from the inside, completely non-harmed. Just like you can just see like a fucking bow staff like completely horizontal sticking out of his midsection.
Who wins in a fight, Pikachu or the worm?
It's got to be Pikachu, right?
Yeah, the worm doesn't have abilities.
No, yeah, Worm is helpless. Like after Toji beats
so
it, like
soft
we
and
see.
Squishy. He does make like a mean face at one point, though. So what was that about?
The thing is that like, can Worm get weapon? Like, could Worm pull out the tip of Heavenly Spear, which is the sword that? Oh yeah, we didn't explain the lore.
Oh yeah, the inverted Spear of Heaven.
Yeah, the inverted Spear of Heaven, which it's a mold
the
breaker.
animation of it popping the limitless is really nice.
It looks fucking sick. It works like mold breaker. It just turns off curse abilities.
It does.
Bro, your magic bounce. Bro, you nice magic bounce. Your ass is getting toxic.
Oh, you're levitating? Watch this.
Bite this earthquake. Oh, you're earth eating? No.
Oh, you're munching and you're crunching? Yeah, eat this. Alright, Hidden Inventory 4. They start this one with, like, the same scene of a girl dying, but animated in a new fun way.
Yeah, because now it's like the camera's
now you're the girl
rotation.
Who died.
Yeah, now you are dying in parallel behind Rico.
Doesn't it feel like it?
How do you like it?
I don't. Toji, why'd you kill me? Is it because of all that stuff I said?
There's a very simple but evocative like visual like metaphor I guess happening here where like Geto looks down and sees Riko's white headband being like just sopping up blood as it pours out of her head. And it's like, yeah, the loss of innocence. This is where everything goes bad forever for these boys. Nothing good comes again.
You shouldn't have done this, Toji.
Toji, you fucked this one up.
All right, so the Toji versus Geto fight. It's not this long in the manga, but they added some cool stuff.
Yeah, it's not this long in the manga because there's just like a lot of text that they wanted to make dynamic.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, they made it dynamic in a really cool way too, because like they kind of jump down into the tree zone that's like all like the paper wall buildings, and they're like walking through opposing hallways, looking at each other, and it like covers them up every so often, so it's really like tense. You're like, oh, someone's gonna jump out from behind these. Even though they're just saying a bunch of technical bullshit. Oh, my ability is this, and you have an ability as well, don't you, sir?
Yeah, and Geto's like, stop fucking telling me about your ability. I know your shit. I know what you're fucking up to. I know what you are. I know your shit gets stronger the more you talk to me, so shut up.
I know that the rule that Gege Akutami put in place to make there be a reason why his characters monologue their abilities.
Geto is like, we didn't leave any traces of cursed residue. How did you find us? And Gojou and Toji's like, you left footprints.
Yeah, you stepped it all over.
You walked like you got tracked like a fucking detective would be able to find your ass.
It's like a very defined footprint too. Like he didn't have to work hard.
It's very funny because like Toji's like, oh, my heightened senses from my heavenly restriction made it, but it's just like a very visible footprint. Like, that is a footprint that Columbo could have spied. I want to see Columbo and Gojou interact.
One more thing.
Just one more thing. Just one more thing. Domain expansion.
No! He's trapped him! Domain expansion. One more thing. That is kind of what he does to the culprits.
Domain expansion. My wife.
My
domain
wife
expansion.
said.
Mrs. Columbo. Christ. If Columbo had a stand, it would be Mrs. Columbo. Anyways,
good for them.
Yeah, they invented a way to marry a stand.
Finally, I'm calling Star Platinum right now. All right, so for this, the Geto Toji fight, Geto has some new guys that we get to see. One, he has a guy that's a gun.
Yep. He's doing like the fucking Yusuke.
Yeah, he like makes a finger gun and then shoots a little fella.
K, off the dome. What anime is the spirit gun from?
The spirit gun.
The ray gun. He's like the ray gun. The. Okay, never mind.
No, I don't know. Is it Yu Yu Hakusho?
It is Yu Yu Hakusho. I thought you knew like that it was from the Yusuke Urameshi show.
I don't know anything about Yu Yu Hakusho, evidenced by the fact that I think it's Ash Bell. All right, so he blasts gun curse. He also has like curse that fires like Gundam lasers. Yeah,
he also has a bullet catcher curse.
Oh, that guy, he is in the manga, but they like animate him in a cute way where like the bullet like stretches him, but he catches it. I love that.
Yep.
And then he has like a big Oni that pops out.
Yeah.
And those are all the new guys that they added.
Yeah.
And I thought that was nice.
Yeah, I really love the this one's in the anime, or this one's in the manga, but the humanoid one with like that's covered in bandages and wearing the trench coat.
We'll talk on her. So yeah, the ones that are actually in the manga are he sends the Rainbow Dragon, our best friend from the OP.
Our best friend Rainbow Dragon, who gets turned into yet another hot dog.
He cut him hot dog style all the way through. And Geto is like not very concerned about this. I was shocked, but I guess he's really in the moment. Because it seemed like Rainbow Dragon was his best friend, but maybe I overestimated their relationship. Because he's just like, damn, his hide is so tough. How could he?
I think Geto also very much views these as tools. I don't know if he has an emotional connection with Rainbow Dragon.
Yeah, he just calls him Rainbow Dragon. I would have given him a cute name.
If you had Rainbow Dragon, what would you have named it?
Oh, something just very cute. He's so nice. I really like him.
I would have named Rainbow Dragon Penelope, and then I would have found out, oh wait, Rainbow Dragon's a boy? You can still be Penelope.
Yeah, Penelope can be a boy's name. Beautiful name for a boy dragon.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's a great name. I've seen like fan content of like Gojou giving Geto's beasts names, and I think that's very cute in canon. He would totally do that.
Yeah, Gojou would do some shit of assuming that the Rainbow Dragon was a woman, was a girl, and then be like, I can't be bothered to come up with a second name. That is Penelope.
So Rainbow Dragon meets a terrible fate. This is very sad. And then they're like in a section of a building, like falling, still falling down.
Yeah, they're in the Inception hallway.
Yeah. The Inception hallway also falling down. And then, like, it, like, freezes in this cool way. I didn't remember what was gonna happen here. And then there's suddenly a spooky woman. And she, like, looks up and has, like, a big biting face. And she says, am I pretty? What do you think?
What do you think? I
think she's looking nice. You know, she put an effort in. Little outfit. Did her hair.
Yeah. I like her.
Yeah. I mean, she's
I like her.
She's
her. I also like her blades.
Love her blades. She has, like, sheep shearers.
Yeah.
She's on her Harvest Moon shit.
She almost cuts Toji's ear off. She almost makes him the white Van Gogh.
The Japanese Van Gogh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but Toji...
Van Gogh is the white Toji, actually.
But Toji, cruel man that he is, says, sorry, you're not my type. In the manga, he says, well, I'm curious, but you're not my type, which I really like. Yeah. He's like, damn girl, what that mouth do? But no, it's not the time.
I bet that mouth do heinous things to his pussy. like the first recorded instance of vaginal dentata taking someone's cunt off.
Oh god. Yeah, he's like, I already got bottom. I don't need to go through this. And then I don't know, he says no, and that, like, activates her innate domain, and she summons a bunch of knives, but then he just slices them quite nonchalantly, and it's not a problem.
Yeah, he just says nah.
Yeah. Fuck you mean nah. But this was Geto's plan, apparently. It was to distract him with a very powerful slicing woman, and then he's gonna sneak up behind you and slurp.
He's gonna slurp worm. He's gonna slurp the worm. The slurper
you
gets
can't
slurped.
slurp a man's worm like that.
He can and he will.
Geto's, like, explaining, like, well, there's, like, you know, if you have 3 badges, you can capture Pokemon level 25 and higher. Mm-hmm. But they won't obey you from a trade. But if you have 5 badges like I do, even the ones you get from a trade will obey you. So I can slurp this worm. And he, like, half slurps him, and then Toji deflects the attack and says, "That's my little boy, actually." Yeah,
and then draws an X on Geto's.
Yeah, he says nothing personal, kid. And he slices him real good.
Yeah, absolutely washed.
And then, you know, Toji gets his monologue time of, oh, I'm a little boy that doesn't even have any powers, but look what I've done. I killed 3 children.
Yep. Y'all lost to my monkey ass.
Yeah. I was throwing shit all over.
And then he makes a face and remembers his son.
He's like, you with all your blessings. Wait, blessings? The name of my son! And we see, like, a VHS tape of very small Fushiguro.
Itty bitty. Baby boy. Tiny baby boy. And then we see, we just get, like, an overhead shot of Gojou's dead ass, and then we see, like, a pool of blood as his hand is in with, like, a ripple originating from underneath his hand.
Yeah, implying he's moved a slight amount.
He might not be dead yet.
Yeah.
I'm just, like, looking at the end of chapter stuff again on this. Mm-hmm. It's explaining the reason that Geto couldn't absorb the weapon cache is that Papaguro had already established a master-servant relationship with it. What follows as far as this is concerned becomes apparent in Volume 0.
I kind of feel like that is not explicated in the text. It feels like he just was going to slurp the worm and then got blocked. He got sliced with a sword. How did
Toji make a master-servant relationship with the worm?
I guess he was just like, you're my worm now. The worm seems very, like, willing to go along with people.
Yeah, the worm does not seem to be in a state of duress.
He's completely guileless. He's just like, oh, you're my dad, okay.
Yeah, no, I think he views Toji as his mom, given that he, like, starts walking up to Geto and saying, "Mommy."
Does that make the worm transphobic? Think about that. We can't cancel the worm. Come on. We've invested too much in the worm. We can't let it milkshake Doug.
Listen, I'm going to say that when it comes to sex, my gender is a hell of a lot looser than it is in any other field. There are things that are explicit dead naming and misgendering and everything outside of the bedroom that are perfectly fine in it. So you know what? The worm might be onto some shit.
Are you saying that the relationship the worm and Toji have is sexual in nature?
Listen, that worm was gulping a hell of a lot of things. Listen, Toji might have tried something.
There is, in this scene that is about to happen, the worm, like, spits Riko out in a way that I feel like is explicitly like a birth, because she comes out, like, head first.
Yeah.
And kind of, like, slops out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Born again dead.
Born again. Born again. It's born again, like, instead of like born again Christian with the cross, it's a born again like X.XEN, where the X.X is like her eyes.
Oh, no. Yeah, so Toji and his
middleman,
ill-defined male friend.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him a middleman. That's what the wiki calls him, so that's what I'm gonna call him.
Yeah, what's he between? You know.
Yeah.
Cheeks, maybe.
Listen, I'm just saying.
I'm just asking questions.
I don't think the middleman is currently calling Toji mommy in either of the.
Yeah,
either,
he's Toji's handler. What's he handling? I'm just asking questions.
Nothing apparently, because he explicitly states, "I do not want to work with you except in business and in hell."
But that's such like a. It's
a raw line.
It's a raw line, and it's also like, I feel like it is sexual in nature.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, listen, I'm not going to clap those cheeks till you and I are both 6 feet under and we are in the fires of hell.
Yeah, we're going to hell together for gay reasons, possibly, and all the child murder.
Do you think they'll let you have gay sex in hell?
I think it's all they let you have.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby.
So... Heaven has no gay sex.
That's why you can't catch my ass up there.
No, like, heaven probably doesn't even have, like, Yuri.
Oh. No, because Madoka is God, right? So there's gotta be Yuri.
Oh, shit, that's right. Okay. So it's just...
Yuri goes to heaven.
Only boys' love goes to hell.
Oh, this is so sad. But true.
Yeah.
All right. So Toji and his male lover, we'll call him, explicated in the text.
He's between lovers right now. Yeah. This is his middle lover.
Yeah. yeah. Toji's like, I only date women. What we do is just fucking. He's like, oh, okay, whatever. See you in hell.
I think further than that, I think Toji insists it's not gay. Like, Toji would get cream pied by this guy and say that was not gay.
Yeah, it's not gay. It's just business.
Yeah, it's just business.
I mean, you hit me up with the you up on your business phone, so it's business.
Yeah, you do be calling me on your cell phone. You call me up and you say I need a one dance.
Yeah, how much you paying? Let's see. I don't work for free.
I bet Toji could throw that ass back real nice.
Oh, he's fucking thick. You can't knock him
100 squats a day. 100
yeah.
squats a day, bare minimum.
Yeah, tits out to here.
Yeah.
So they meet this, like, dude who was designed by... It's a very, like, Iraqi design, because he has just, like, a random bulge in his forehead. Gojou will love to just make people's heads shapes that they never are.
Yeah. Remember the shape that Angelo's head was before he got pounded into a rock?
I can't. Remember the Florida prison guard? This is what every man in Florida looks like. Ass head.
Yeah.
That's kind of how this guy looks.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's like, oh, I love this dead child that you brought me. Because there was, like, a whole thing going on.
So I had to look this up, actually, because it was not... I was just not completely understanding. But what it was is that the star vessel... Star worshiper, whatever the fuck they were called, I can't remember.
The Tengen boys.
The Tengen boys were like, Tengen is pure.
Apparently, they mentioned that, like, Tengen invented being a jujutsu sorcerer, which I didn't know or remember. Tengen was like, what if we use our powers to help people? And everyone was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And they thought that Tengen was pure, and so they wanted to prevent the assimilation, because if an icky girl got in there, then Tengen would not be pure anymore.
I understand that part, but then they were like, we invented monotheism for this reason.
Yeah, I fucking got nothing.
We invented monotheism, but also you can't be a jujutsu sorcerer and a religious for some reason.
Yeah, jujutsu and religion are like diametrically opposed. You cannot be one or the other.
I did like the part where he was like, we're all non-sorcerers in order to be religious, and also because we're non-sorcerers, you can't hit us and we can do whatever. Nah.
Yeah.
That's, like, very clever of, like, kind of using the society against itself. Like, your rules say you can't hit us, so we can do whatever. We killed your girl. Are you mad? Haha, bye.
Astute viewers will note that in the present day, Tengen is still around and shit has not gone all fucked up like they said everything would.
Quite suspect.
Quite sus.
If you're looking at Tengen and thinking, suspicious, I think that you are definitely an astute viewer. Alright, so Toji and his guy just, like, banter for a bit. They're like, Toji does the, like, twirling your finger next to your head to indicate someone is crazy after he does his, like, big religious speech.
Yep.
And his buddy has a little chuckle.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's pretty funny. I'm not going to talk to you again until we're either both in hell or I have another job for you.
Yeah, he's like, come on, don't you want to go to dinner with me? Toji gets rejected.
Yeah. So this to me means that the middleman sees this as just business and not Toji.
But he likes Toji a little bit, I think.
Toji wants something here, and the middleman is like, Toji, listen.
Yeah.
Your pussy is bomb, but listen. You've got that gorilla grip, but I cannot be seen associating with you in public.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll see you at the hotel tonight.
Toji won't admit he's gay, but he wants something more.
Yeah.
This is not true.
The fucking fanfiction.
This shit is not true.
Charlie Brown, Toji.
Me when I spread disinformation.
Did not have a pussy.
Well, that part is true.
Okay, yes.
He just didn't want any
did
love.
not have hose.
All right, so this man wisely leaves before a boy shows up. Very smart. Mm-hmm. He lives another day.
The most insane looking boy of all time.
I really like how Toji is just, like, walking normally without a job, and I'm like, this dude is just walking. It looks wrong.
This is how I walk when I have like been questionably employed for the last 3 months. This is how I've been walking.
Yeah, unemployed MFs walk like this.
Yeah. Your unemployed friend will be like, oh, I had such a hard day at assassination.
So the sun, like, gets in his eyes, and he looks up, and Gojou's there standing in a crazy way.
Yeah. And we get another, Maji?
Yeah. I like the way he kind of, like, whispers it, and Gojou's like, fuck yeah, I am. Fuck yeah, Maji. Dude. I'm Maji as fuck right now.
I'm Maji. I'm like Boo over here the way I'm Majin. Gojou is, like, fucking stoned, like, or something. He is out of it. He's
on uppers. Acting. Yeah.
Gojou was a strange bisexual man on Adderall.
Toji loses he's high. Gojou's broken edge.
Yeah, Gojou has spent the last 3 days on ayahuasca.
Yeah, so he's like, yeah, I used my reverse curse technique. Have you heard about it? There's a girl that knows about it, but I won't even mention her by name in this moment. Yeah.
He just, like, does an opening salvo and, like, uses curse technique red and, like, blast the shit out of Toji.
Yeah, it's very, like, because we saw him fail to use red earlier, so and then he just uses it effortlessly here, so it's very like, oh, Gojou's, like, on another level right now.
Yeah.
He's really on the one.
He's in the zone.
Yeah.
This is another scene which made me so mad that Toji is as fucking wide as he is.
Like, they have, like, a full, like, 30 seconds of him flexing from different angles.
And the thing is that, like, I have been horny for Toji since day one, and I feel nothing about this, because he is, like,
he's fucking, hot in other scenes. Like, there's a scene where, like, Gojou kind of blasts him, and his hair looks cute, and I was like, this looks pretty cute in this scene.
The thing is that, like, Toji, for me, like, I need, like, a slimmer muscle. I don't need this fucking bodybuilder shit. I'm sorry to be so particular, but, like, I don't even know if he could possibly do these stretches where he, like, puts his arms together behind his back and, like, lifts them up, because, like, I don't know if his arms can get that close to each other back there.
One of my personal things is I think that, like, hand veins look gross. I'm, like, very not into that. And bodybuilders will be like, oh, I'm dehydrating so my veins show better. And I don't like that. Veins,
I need some, like
a lot of women on the internet, and maybe even in real life, will be like, oh, I love the arm veins. I'm like, I don't love the arm veins. And they're, like, animating his veins in this scene. I'm like, I don't want to see them.
I don't like list of veins that I want to see on the human body. Dick vein.
End of list.
End of literally no other veins I want to see besides a dick vein. So glad we were on the same page there,
Put those other veins away.
Literally, if I can I can see like my wrist veins, a couple of those. That's fine.
Those. I have a thing where like I don't like people like touching the inside of my wrist, or like if the inside of my wrist gets itchy, it's like hard for me to scratch. I really don't like it.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
That is fascinating.
It bothers me. And I don't want to see the veins in your forearms. Fellas, stay hydrated, because I don't care. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, listen. This is why, to me, the muscle chub is the ideal body. Mm-hmm. You have, like, this is the body that I have, where it's like, I kind of look flabby, but I've got bicep definition. Like, I definitely have, it's very fun. Like, if I flex my abs, there's like a quarter inch of like very squishy soft, and then like, it's pretty fucking hard in there.
And,
it's,
you know,
this is the ideal female form.
In some scenes, Toji is like an otter, and I think that's pretty good.
That's kind of what he is in the manga.
Yeah.
Like he's a little bit more jacked than an otter in the manga, but like he just I've said this before and I'll say it again, he is too fucking wide in this.
He's too wide.
This man is girthy.
But you know, it's only sometimes. So I feel like there's some animators who are into veins, and they're like, we're gonna make him a little bigger for this one.
It's the same freaks that keep doing vein shit in JoJo.
I don't think any of the vein shit in JoJo is sexual.
You don't know enough people who are into weird shit.
I don't. All right, so Toji finishes stretching.
Kay, speaking of weird shit, can we talk about that thing that I found on Tumblr the other day that I just like talked about in the server briefly, because this is, I'm on a tangent here. I'm sweating my ass off, but this is, I've not been able to stop fucking thinking about it, because what I found, I was just scrolling Tumblr and it jettisoned a post in there from my tags that I followed, which was Nobuo Kugisaki, and the post was just. Because what it was is it was a zoomed in promotional anime image of Nobara, and there was like a circle cut out around her chest, and there was like a 3D model of a heart that you might see in like 4th or 5th grade health class, like beating and then beating faster and then beating slower and then beating faster and then beating slower and then finally stopping, and that's all that it was. And it was tagged trigger warning heart attack, trigger warning cardiac arrest. I can't stop thinking about this. I went to this person's blog and there was like there was like,
and that was all it was?
That's all that it was. Kay, I'm not kidding. There was like a fucking like Kendo Momo from Hero Aka, like both of them coming close to heart attacks in a fight, and there was like sad stuff about it.
This is mysterious.
I was not kidding when I said this was the Constable Frozen for like weird perverts. Like I ought to see if I remember the URL right. Yes, I did. The pinned post at the top of their blog is also very funny, which is just a heads up for anyone who is curious. This blog is Bakugo neutral, Jiro neutral, and Attack on Titan neutral. Just because I have done and can do content of any of these does not automatically mean that I have to either like or dislike them. Just wanted to let you guys know ahead of time.
Is Jiro that controversial?
I don't know.
Bakugo is quite controversial. I'll give them that.
Like there's like an image of like Setsuna from Hero Aka like experiencing heart failure maybe, there's gifs of a character who was introduced in the anime recently just like inhaling and exhaling, just like she's breathing heavily
with like the tits or just breathing.
No, Melissa Shields breathing, like her tits are moving I guess, but like the gif is like the gifs are of her breathing. This
is quite mysterious.
There's a gif of Momo giving Tendo CPR.
Save it.
Or not give, it's like 3D models. Like this is, I can't stop fucking thinking about this person.
I have no idea how I feel about this. I kind of just feel nothing about it, honestly. I'm like, all right, whatever. Do that, I guess. Are they getting a lot of notes?
Not really. Here's context. Ochako's heart becomes spherical as a result of prolonged overuse of her zero-gravity quirk, resulting in severe health issues with her heart. And so they're like cut in of an image of Ochako like with a health class model of a heart beating in her chest. And it's got 98 notes.
98.
I want to be clear that I'm not going to place a judgment of this in this. Like, I'm sure that there are things that I'm into that, like, if described like this, would sound just as, if not weirder. But there is something that is just so... I can't get this out of my head.
It's haunting.
It's I genuinely feel like this is a constant. This is like Constable Frozen is not an anomaly. Constable Frozen is a type of guy. This is another Constable Frozen.
Are they like high quality?
They're like decent quality. It's not like awful. It's not like as good as Constable Frozen, but it's like
no, could like Constable.
Because the thing is that like a lot of the stuff is like 3D models that were sourced from other people, but like even if you are using the 3D models sourced from elsewhere, like you still have to like position and like set them up and everything and make them look like good-ish. And like there is I don't want to call this quality because I don't know what a bad version of this would look like, but it's there is some craft at play here that I have no choice but to respect.
All right. I don't think we need to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Because I just don't know what to say.
Yeah, there's nothing to say. I'm just there. It's just been haunting. Anyways, where were we? Gojou going crazy mode? Go crazy, go stupid.
Oh yeah, he used his red blast and he blasted Toji, but he deflected it with his special spear, and then he flexed for 20 minutes. And then Toji gives us more exposition about stuff we already knew for some reason. He shows us what all of Gojou's powers are again. He's like, okay, do you remember he has the one where he goes knife cat? He has the one where he slurps up a house. And he has the red one that he just did, by the way. And those are all of his powers, and he doesn't have any other powers than those, so I'm totally fine, because I have counters for all of those, and he would never, like, have a third power that scares me.
Yeah, I have not studied color theory in a long time, but I'm pretty sure red and blue do not make anything together.
I would never think to combine them. So he puts the special Gojou stabbing blade onto a chain so he can attack him from long range, because also at this point Gojou is flying. I don't think he could do that before. No, but now he's flying in like a kind of like creepy, effortless way where he's just like kind of levitating.
He looks scary here in a way that he didn't in the manga. I think. Yeah,
it was definitely implied that he was quite unhinged, but the way that he's like just like floating around without like a real purpose. Like, this compared to the last fight he had with Toji, where he was, like, really fucking sweating it, and he was trying his best, working very hard. Here, he's just, like, it's completely just mundane for him to dodge every attack that he has.
Yeah.
And they really highlight that it's, like, he has no emotion in this moment besides, like, damn, my power looks cool.
He even says it himself. He's like, I'm not even doing this. I'm sorry, Rico. I'm not even doing this for you.
Sorry for not
I'm just
doing
high
vengeance.
on life.
My bad.
Life is just so beautiful. I cannot even think of vengeance. Among heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
Yeah, he says his famous Buddha line.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's enlightened.
And he uses imaginary technique purple. Wasn't it hollow technique purple in
it is.
Before?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if that's going to be going forward, or if he just like came up with the name on the spot and like 10 years later was like,
let's change it.
That name kind of sucks.
He says he like makes an imaginary mass or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's doing his physics shit. It's fine.
Yeah.
So
this is mathematics. Well, this is mathematics again.
Yeah. Call it mathematics.
Call it mathematics. And he turns Toji into the letter of the day, which is C.
Aww. Yeah, throughout this part, Toji's like, something feels off. No, I think I'm gonna win the fight. Actually, never mind. He's like, oh, that's right. Usually I would run away if there was no point to this fight, because even if I win, I don't get any money, so why would I do this? But I got caught up in the high of maybe getting to defeat the strongest sorcerer in the world, but he did go ahead and blast me quite badly.
Yeah, there was just there was just a C-shaped carving out of his side. I love this shit.
I like the way that they changed how it's revealed, because, you know, it's another page flip in the manga to a hole blasted in Toji's side. But the way they start like back through the building that also got blasted and then zoom all the way back out through until you're getting dripped on by his guts in there. This is not the way that you want to be up in Toji's guts.
Yeah. I wanted to see what his inside. I wanted to see what his innards looked like, but not like this.
And he takes the moment to have a dead wife flashback. Very important.
Yeah. And then he's also like, oh, hey, in like 2 or 3 years, my kid's going to get sold off to the Zenden family. Do what you're going to do with that information.
Yeah, do whatever you want. And then they do the ED, and then you're like, well, I see that there's more episode left. And then they just put the rest of the episode back there.
Yeah, because they put Worm. Worm meeting Ghetto.
Yeah.
Calling him mommy.
This is the metaphor too, you know. Both of them got one of Toji's sons. and you know, Gojou gets the one that's the blessing, and Ghetto gets the one that's the curse, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of, in a way, they both, like, get a blessing and curse from Toji as well, in the form of either incredible magical power or bad mental trauma.
Yeah, I mean, they both kind of get the second one there. Because Ghetto runs to the Star Plasma people, like, meeting headquarters after everything. And Gojou is already there, because there's, like, this raucous applause happening from among the members, and it's just like, yay, dead girl, we killed her. Yay. And Gojou's, like, solemnly carrying her amongst them.
Ghetto, like, doesn't know if Gojou's alive at this point, like...
Yeah.
You know.
And Ghetto just like looks at Gojou and is like, is that really
good?
You? What
your
the
eyes
fuck
look
is
like crazy in a crazy way.
Yeah. And Gojo's like, Suguru, should we kill these guys? Type of shit I got going on, I wouldn't even notice.
I really like the way that Gojou says, you know, should we kill these guys? And Ghetto says no, and then he like keeps talking and justifying it, but right after he says no, Gojo's already like, okay, I'm about to head out. But Ghetto is the one who's like stuck in there, like really trying to justify it to himself. I feel like this was like maybe not implied in the manga as strongly that like Ghetto wants to do it too, but he's trying to justify not doing it to himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we end the episode with this like the cinnamon topography.
Oh my god, what if there were two boys and one was blue and one was red, and they were on opposite sides now, when before they were together.
They could never fuse to make purple.
This is so sad. This is so genuinely so sad.
Genuinely, like...
We can't let this happen to our beautiful boys, our beautiful yaoi boys.
Unfortunately, next episode things are going to get worse.
I mean, Ghetto's got a worm now. Maybe things could get better. And he gets all those swords.
Think about the number of swords that are in there. Do you think Ghetto has exhumed the swords from Worm?
No, I don't know. Because, you know, if you have, like, a bag of holding, you have to, like, think of what the item is to pull it out, right?
Oh, so those swords are in there forever. He doesn't know the names of the swords.
He doesn't know what's in there.
Those are episodes.
Two of them. Yeah.
And speaking of two of them, we got two questions.
I have 2 questions. If you have a question, you can put it on the question post that we post on Twitter at Special GRD Snacks.
Or join our Discord. This question from @ShonenJumpScare. How do you interpret Toji's feelings about Megumi? Like, there's a surface layer of dick hard plus head empty plus sun whom indifference, but there's obviously also a layer of something else buried under that. Maybe it has to do with Mama Fushiguro? Do you think Toji feels shame or remorse? I don't think there's any right answer, of course, but it seems very off to either be, haha, Toji feel nothing, very hardcore, or wow, what an absolutely tragic victim of the patriarchy. Lots of room in between. I want to hear what the Kay and Sarah takes.
Oh, poor Toji, the patriarchy got him. I definitely think it's a thing with his dead wife.
Yeah. I think he cares more about Megumi as like a remnant of his dead wife than he actually cares about Megumi as like his offspring. I think there is still a bit of that latter part in there, but I do think a lot more of it is tied up in this is an artifact of my dead wife that I no longer have.
Yeah, it's very interesting that they never really get into it, because by all accounts he had like a very happy marriage. Like he had like a very rough upbringing, and he was he left his clan or was kicked out, unclear. And he met a woman that he loved enough to marry into her family and have a kid with. And he thinks of her incredibly fondly. And it's really not explored. But it is a very interesting side of him. Because I think that's definitely why people latch onto him. Because, you know, it's interesting that there's something else going on. Ooh, he's a deep character. I could fix him.
Yeah, you cannot fix one of the least fixable man in anime.
Yeah, I mean, there's a big hole out of him. Hard to fix.
You need a lot of spackle for that boy.
You're putting toothpaste.
and sunflowers.
Yes! I I'm grinding it down. We can fix it, baby. It's okay.
At Slitherbite says, not really a question, more of a personal observation to potentially discuss. The season is so visually stunning, flashy, and polished, but I can't help but feel that it doesn't capture the grittiness of the manga very well. 10 out of 10, incredible job breaking my heart, though.
The animation's level, yeah, we didn't really talk about it that much this episode, but
they put so much I'm kind of feeling in a similar way to Ogi.
They have an incredible they put an incredible amount of pussy in the animating, for sure.
Like, it is gorgeous, and like I think there's like parts of it that like really work. Like I think the second half of like the Gojou Toji fight, like I think that really works at this level of animation.
They do a lot of like cool like style things too. Like the first time that Geto says he's gonna kill Toji, the lines are really like thick and messy because he's fucked up about it. I have always really liked the way the manga for Jujutsu Kaisen looks, the way you can see all the brushstrokes. I think that's really cool. It makes you feel kind of close to the author, you know, because you're like, oh, that's how he do it.
And I think that like in the first season of the anime, and I feel like we'll probably get back to this, but there's not really much of this present in this part. I think that like the aura surrounding curse techniques, like Divergent Fist or Resonance, like that has that brushstroke on it, and I feel like that really is like, because you can't do that level of brushstroke on like an animation frame, but this is like a good meshing of the two. I think that this is suffering a bit from a lack of a way to exhibit that, but I also can't help like, I think this is kind of coming back to my issue that I had with the first part of the first episode last time we went with the Mei and the Utahime part, where it's like, it feels like they are just dumping budget over budget on this stuff, and it just feels like, I feel like there are decisions you can make besides pour more pussy onto this to make it more evocative. I kind of had similar issues with the Chainsaw Man anime, which I did still quite like a lot in the end, but I still felt very much like it's so flashy and polished, and I need the grime and gunk of the manga that it's hard to replicate is the thing, which is like another, you know, I'm trying to be cognizant of that because it's like,
you know, and if you're doing an adaptation,
absolutely,
it's not going to be the same thing. It's, you know, they make the best anime you can make, and you have to change a lot, you know, you have to change the punchlines, the like the paneling and everything. Like Gege panels incredibly. There's so many amazing like uses of paneling in even just these chapters. You know, he uses the curse techniques as like panel breaks a lot of the time, which looks amazing. He's definitely a master of the page flip.
Yeah, the page flip is like fascinating. It's you know, I've become so much more annoying about this ever since I read Understanding Comics. I don't want to come down too hard about this because at the end of the day, I do really like how this looks, but I do sympathize with Ogi here.
It's a bad adaptation for it to not look like the manga.
No.
Because there are, like, adaptations that look like the manga on purpose, right? Like the new Uzumaki purposely looks exactly like the manga. And, you know, that looks good, for sure.
I'm so fucking excited for the new Uzumaki.
But then there can be bad ones, like the House Husband one they did, where it was just basically they made the manga into...
Actually, I watched that because my friend Kashmala, my friend Kashmala like sat me down and was like, "Oh, I fucking love this," and I was like rolling my eyes, but I'd made her watch something that she was like lukewarm on, so I was like, "Yeah, I'll give this a shot." I really, really liked that. I think that like if you come into it like just accepting what it is and not being like, "Oh, I wish this had been animated," I think they animate exactly enough of that, and I think it's a really good happy medium between like a fully fluid animated version and the manga version. I think I really enjoyed that first season. I need to watch. I think there's a second season out now. But I do get what you mean, though.
Yeah, I think that there's something to be said then for having your anime be more manga-like as opposed to making it just be an animated adaptation. But I think it looks amazing, so I'm not mad. Yeah. That's basically all I would say about it.
Yeah, I'm more or less in the same boat with you, but I feel your take about like 85% as strongly as you do, I think.
Well, that, you know, I feel all my takes 100% as strong as a human being can. This is just how I roll.
Exactly. This is who you are as a person. Do we have anything for Forbidden Library? I feel like I don't have much spoiler zone stuff to talk about this time.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to know, like, what is spoilers about Geto's future, because it was kind of in the movie.
Right, because like we can talk kind of freely about Geto's future because Jujutsu Kaisen Zero big movie happened.
He was in that movie. You saw him blow up.
Yeah. You saw him get reduced to a fine paste. You saw him get... Oh, you can talk about the parallels, though, that you just noticed today.
That's true. The way that I previously talked about this episode, how kind of Geto gets Toji's curse, the worm. He also gets Toji's curse of dying the exact same way he does, with a big hole blown in his side by the exact same man.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I'll have to think more about what I think that means.
Yeah.
Cause there's like the parallel of like Geto getting his curse and Gojou getting his blessing. I like had noticed that before, but in the manga they definitely hit on like the fact that Toji eats his curse harder, and that made it more apparent for me to be like, oh, I know a guy who does that.
Yeah, he loves to eat.
Yeah, he's eating his curse, and I know another boy with pink
hair
who does that
we
as
started.
well.
That's how we started this season, with Geto eating curse.
Yeah, guys will be eating curses, and then they'll also have
guys will see a curse on the ground and ask, is anyone going to eat that, and wait, and not even wait for an answer before choking it down while it tastes like shit and vomit.
Blah. Yuck. Blah. Was Sakuta finger yucky? I guess it must have been.
Yeah, no, Ichidori said it was. Yeah, Ichidori said, that tasted nasty.
Yuck.
Yeah. Yuck.
This is so sad that Geto died before you could meet Ichidori.
Oh, they would be... I don't think they would be friends.
No?
I think that Itadori would want to be friends, but then he would find out like a single piece of information about Geto's beliefs and be like, Masaka, that can't be true.
It's a Okotsu situation, right? Like, oh, you seem nice, but you're mean to my friends, so I'm afraid we'll have to be enemies.
Yeah.
Let's watch the movie again. Can we do another episode about the movie?
Tell you what. After we're done with this season, after this season's over, or maybe depending on the break between seasons, I would like doing another movie episode would actually be kind of fun. If I can, by the time the season's over, I'll be back in school and my schedule will be a little weirder, but I would be down to try it at the very least.
Every time I finish the new episode, and I watch it like 5 times or whatever, it like auto plays the movie, and I'm like, oh, I can't just watch the movie again. Ooh, but I kind of want to.
Right.
The movie hits different after you watch the Young Boys arc. You're like, oh fuck, they were boys together.
They were boys together.
And then they look at the same setting sun.
They said, hold up, we done boys.
Oh. Alright. Is that the end of the episode?
Yeah, that's the end of the episode. You can find me. Don't fucking follow me on Twitter. I've got 5 follower requests waiting.
Don't you dare fucking go on Twitter. At this junction?
Yeah. like we're on Twitter at Special Grid Snacks. Thank you to that's all I'm going to plug for our Twitter. Check out our Discord. We have that linked in our bio on Twitter. Thank you to Noisepace.xyz and Matt GameCube, our podfather, for the Noisepace network that this podcast and so many other great ones are hosted on. Thank you to Noah for our incredible intro outro music. Thank you, Anyan, at Kalala Fair Art, for our great cover art. You should have had the new one by last time, but if you don't for some reason see the new thumbnail, we'll post it to Twitter. It's great.
Yeah, there's a worm. The worm from these episodes.
Yeah, there's worm, and worms got some DSLs going on in that image.
Oh, you drew the worm so cute, and that's how he is in my mind. He was like a little nasty in these episodes, but I knew he was a sweetie.
Yeah, he's a little sweetheart. You can follow me on Tumblr though. I'm posting there. chiesatsunakas.tumblr.com. Check me out. I post like robots and I don't know, beautiful anime women. No, beautiful furry women.
If I had to guess.
I have not posted a lot of Chie Satsunaka lately. I will say, like a month ago, maybe a month or two ago, Neve was cooking steak, and I was just standing in the kitchen fucking chanting steak, 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 steak. And she just turns to me and she's like, you really are the white Chie Satsunaka, aren't you?
Sarah, please don't become a cop.
I would never. Oh, every time I remember that that's how her story ends, I want to fucking die.
Persona is always lying. If they say anyone becomes a cop, it's not true. I don't believe them.
Yeah.
Alright, you can follow me on whatever if you feel like it. I don't care.
Who give a shit?
Who give a shit? Thank you all for listening.
Thank you. We'll be back again in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, listen to Fear Baiting. That's my other podcast right now. Horror movies. Yay!
It's gonna be awkward to split the next 2 weeks because it'll be the boys and then not anymore, probably.
Yeah, it'll be the boys and then Shibuya and Car moment.
Ooh, I'll be excited to see if the new OP is in episode 6.
Oh, that would be sexy.
That would be fun.
Oh, I just remember we get to see Itadori again.
I
was so
keep,
focused on the young boys.
Images of the original characters in like promo material, and I'm like, do I know them? But
Nobara's gonna be back.
I think I'll remember them quite quickly.
Nobara survived her heart attack that Tumblr user so cruelly put her through. She's back.
Yeah. All right, let's go get some snacks.
On Snaptooth Island, they will find a tasty quest to fill the hole that many feel inside their soul. Venture deep to reach the truth and maybe